So I wanted to today talk about what makes static control flooring, because there's some misconceptions out there that, don't buy a product that's made out of X and X material because it's insulative and it's not conductive. Well, the fact of the matter is that all static control flooring is actually, the base materials are insulative, and then we add conductive elements to it in the right amount to give the right level of conductivity. Otherwise, the system doesn't work properly. So I'm going to give some examples here. This tile, this gray tile on the table, it's made out of a solid vinyl with graphite added to it, and that graphite adds the right level of conductivity. We want a certain level of conductivity to give it the right properties to give it the proper static control. So I have a meter here, and I'm going to measure. This measures the resistance, which is the opposite of conductivity. The less resistive it is, the more conductive it is, and this needle is going to go up to show the higher it goes, the more resistive it is. And you can see it doesn't go up very high, and it's a very low resistance. It's the right resistance for what you need for static control. Again, this material is made out of a vinyl, which is a very insulative material, typically used to cover wires as an insulator, but we add material to it to give it the right level of resistance. This is a piece of carpet which has static control properties. Most carpet is considered really bad for generating static because most carpet is made out of insulative materials. In this case, we add graphite fibers into the mix of the other fibers, which acts as a conductor, but in the right amount, so you add the right level of conductivity. And in the backing of it, there's graphite added, so you have a complete path of conductivity. Again, we start with insulative materials. We add conductive materials in the right amount to get what you want. This is a very typical conductive vinyl in the market. In this case, all the colored chips, the white, the gray, are insulators. But if you were to be able to look real closely, you would see little lines around every single chip. Those lines have graphite in them, which make them conductive. This material is then mounted to a vinyl that has conductive elements added to it, so that we have a complete system that gives you the right level of resistance or conductivity to control static electricity. And again, I'll show you on the meter. The needle doesn't go up very high. It's in the right zone for what you need for static control. Just one more example. This is another vinyl material, and in this case, all the colored vinyl you see here is an insulator. The little black chips are the conductors. They're added in the right amount to give you the right level of conductivity to control for static electricity. So again, all ESD flooring is made basically out of insulated materials with conductive materials added in the right amount. And that's really the trick to it all. You don't want to add too much, you don't want to add too little. You want to make sure it's dispersed properly. There's a lot of nuance to it, but when somebody says, oh, there's a product in the market that's made out of an insulator, that can be very misleading because they're all made out of insulators, just with conductive materials added to them.